Shalom Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim and all four corners of earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I want to get into this article right here. This is going, as times are, the Lord is revealing himself more and more as, these days are, getting shorter for the elect's sake, we're seeing more and more things happening upon the earth, the things that the Lord spoke about in the Bible, now what's coming out is Esau starting to tell the truth about these UFOs. Well, not even tell the truth, he's starting to acknowledge them, I should say. Well, that is somewhat of the truth, because at one point, he had different groups of who would come and see you, pay you a visit if you spoke out against the UFOs. He had the Men in Black, and these were a mythological group that he would send to your house if a so-called chariot flew past your house and you talked about it and this and that, because I don't believe that the chariots were crashing as they say that they crashed on Earth and they were finding these things and that. Esau likes to lie. And side note, I remember a few years back they had an Edomite who was in the who tried to build a hot air balloon type thing, and he went flying off in the air, and his family supposedly said that he went missing, and he popped out and said no, his family was lying with this and that, and exposed him. Just a little side note, but just letting you know how compelled these people are to lie, and how their offspring, will sometimes tell the truth, but these people lie. But back to the story. So Esau for years has been lying about these UFOs and trying to cover it up. He makes movies about it. He says there's these big great creatures coming out the sky, this and that, and pokes fun at he tries to poke fun at chariots and said they're crashing the earth and, what are they doing, this and that, He has all sorts of fables and tales to tell, That's what he does. That's his job, But this says Pentagon creates new UFO task force. At the end of the day, Esau can create whatever type of task force he wants to. He will be no challenge to the Lord's chariots, man. At the end of the day, in his heart, he thinks that he could try to be like the Lord. He tries to, the Lord has given him the blessing, which was the fat of the land, and the blessing with the sword to make weapons and everything. But Esau likes to try to go above the Lord. He tries to put his pedestal above the Lord. And every now and then he likes to try to, play a God, Safe to say he tries to play a God. He portrayed his image, paints his image, He'll change words up. He'll try to even create things that he shouldn't be even dibbling and dabbling in, And just like the brothers like to bring out, man, once Esau had hit them, started to take up those rocket ships to the stars, that's when the Lord just started coming down, Once he started trying to reach to the firmament, that's when he's like, okay, it's time, let me go ahead and start sending more and more chariots to this place, visitation of this earth, man. So let me bring out some of this article and bring out some verses. It says the U.S. Department of Defense has ordered the establishment of a specialized group of detecting identified airborne objects, which may become a successor to the U.S. Navy's Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force. See, so they got different abbreviations and names for these different groups, and they've been dealing with them for quite some time, man. But I don't believe, once again, when Esau tells those lies about they're crashing here and they're crashing there, I'm not believing that stuff, man. And then they bring out these big head gray aliens. That was the narrative for a long time, from like the 40s and all the way up until now. People have been searching for these big head grays and stuff. That's Esau poking fun at us. He's gonna see when those chariots come down and the brothers come on out. He's gonna see who's really angelical beings. Let me bring this out real fast, because a lot of the time, Esau, back when I was growing up, he had these Time Life commercials where he would be like, where do these aliens come from? Who are they? What are they doing here? And, where do these pyramids come from? What are they? Who are they doing here? He had these Time Life books that he was making a lot of money off of. They were asking a lot of questions and was stirring up a lot of people's, it was spooking people, it's that type of spookism, because the people didn't know what to do. They didn't know where to go, But, calling out by Shimei Yahushai, the Lord, chose us out of this wicked world to give us this truth, man, because we were once part of this wicked world, not knowing what was going on, not knowing what these things were, and now we actually, when we read these scriptures and we find out these are actually chariots of the Lord, this is the Lord's doing. He creates everything. Let me bring this out, Professors. Corinthians, this is Colossians 1:16. For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. So these chariots were created by the Lord, basically, man. Whether we see them or we don't, and this is not one of Esau's sick-minded creations. These things are actually a blessing for the elect. When you see these chariots, man, the slaves used to sing about them, swing low, sweet chariot, and now Esau is really, really in fear of him because he knows that his time is really coming to an end right now, man. He's seeing more and more chariots popping out of the sky. They're coming out in fleets now of chariots. This is scaring this devil, man. This is scaring this devil in this establishment, man. Because this devil reads the scriptures, he knows what's really going on, man. Let me read a little bit more. He says, this is according to Pentagon's announcement, the new task force has been named the Airborne Objective Identification and Management Synchronized Group. Look at that, AOIMSG group, and will coordinate the U.S. government's efforts to detect, identify, and attribute objects of interest in special use airspace. They have all these abbreviations, different groups they're coming out with. They got all these different groups, man. We went from UFO to now we have these different groups they've came out with. So you see what was been birthed from the fear of Esau. And to assess the imagine any assessed threats to safety of flight and national security. The task force will be composed of intelligence community members, DOD experts, and specialists from other government agencies. The decision to reorganize the unit dealing with unidentified aerial phenomena is in line with recommendations providing in a report by the Office of the Department of National Intelligence. All right, what a mouthful of words and abbreviations to throw down, man. But that's what this devil's doing. He's in a mad scramble right now, man. Mad scramble. He's in a mad scramble to get his different agencies together, form this, form that, to try to go against these chariots that are coming, man. Try to go against the Lord, man. That's all it is at the end of the day, man. This is Luke 21:25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity of the sea and waves roaming. Shalaki. But yeah. So those there should be signs, and some of those signs once again are these chariots, man. And we're seeing these different signs, whether it be the blood moon, you have more and more eclipse coming, the stress of the earth. You have more and more earthquakes in different places that weren't happening, earthquakes, man. These are all signs, man. This queendom is coming down, man. And the Lord is coming back, as well as the sightings of the chariots, which makes Esau tremble because now he's going back and reforming his military, man. But at the end of the day, our people, they're still going to be doing the things in the days of Noah where they're marrying, being happy, not paying attention to some of these things, man. So that once again, it's a blessing to be out of this wicked ass world, and the Lord has given you his truth, and his word to go out and push, man, to the people, man, and so try to wake up that remnant that are out there, man. We can't just hide this word and run with it. We gotta feed the people, man, feed the sheep, so to speak, man. This is Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe, man. And and these signs are showing that the salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. So come up out of that sleep, come up out of that woe is me spirit, because the Lord is showing these signs, man, with these chariots, and as well as Esau trembling, man. He's trembling right now, man. The government, I should say, man, because the lowly ones, they're going through their holidays and still, in a bliss state, man, right now. But the elites, they know, oh man, these chariots are being seen more and more. I had an earthquake over here in Memphis not too long ago. I had I got ships and ships out on the ocean out in California, man. These are different things and occurrences that are happening upon the earth, man. They're happening and signs that the Lord is showing, man. And those are just minute signs, man. Those chariots are the big things, man. When you see fleets and fleets of chariots in the sky, man, those are big things, man. But yeah, man, I just wanted to bring that out, man, and read this little article. It wasn't too much more into this article. So with that being said, I hope it was edifying. Shalom, Akim.